Okay, so today I'm going to make a book. This is a book you might put on a bookshelf in your isometric room. If you built a bookshelf, you don't want to leave it empty. You got to put something on it. So first thing we're going to do is delete this cube, and we are going to add a cylinder. I know it sounds weird that we're going to make a book from a cylinder, but it works. So we're going to select this. We're going to rotate this on the y-axis, so R, Y, 90. And then we're going to zoom in on it. So scroll wheel and control key, scroll wheel. So the first thing we got to do is cut the top off this. So I'm going to go into edit mode. Edit vertices. And if you're wondering how this thing here, this is an add-on called Machine Tools. I highly recommend it. It's free and it is just magical. So I'm going to go into X-ray mode here and hit 1. No, I'm going to hit 3 to get a straight-on view. And basically, I want to cut away half of this cylinder. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to X and delete vertices. So just to see, this is what we got left here. So we'll go to X-ray mode. Now I'm going to rotate this thing. So I'm going to go back into object mode. And I do that by going tab, and it brings up this menu, and you can select what you want to edit. So Machine Tools, I'll leave a link to it in the description where to get Machine Tools. So anyway, we're going to go back into object mode, and we're going to rotate this on the x-axis 90 degrees. Not that 90. So rotate x minus 90. I want to go this way. And okay, so we're going to go back into view 3. And we're going to tab into edit mode, into edges. And I'm going to select this top edge, and I hold shift down and select this bottom edge. And I extrude this on the y-axis. So something like that. And I like that. So tap back into object mode and zoom out. And we are going to scale this on the x-axis. So S to scale, X. And I like that. So that's a good proportion for a book. So the next thing I'm going to do, because I want to manipulate the spine different from the cover, I'm going to tab into edit mode, into faces. And actually go back into object mode, Control A, and apply the scale. So tab into edit mode, into faces, and I'm going to select this face and this face, and I can just hit the P on my keyboard, and this will create a separate object. You can see over here it created a separate thing. So tab back into object mode, and I'm just going to name these just so I don't get lost. So this is going to be the spine. And this is going to be the cover. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to add some thickness to this. So I'm going to add a modifier, a solidifier, and maybe I'll try 3. That looks pretty good. I like that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try 2. I like that better. 2. So we'll click on the spine, and we're going to add the same modifier, 2. Okay, so I like that. So we're going to go ahead and apply these modifiers. And we're going to apply this one. So the next thing this book needs is some pages. So we're going to add some pages. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on the cover. We're going to do a Shift D to duplicate. And then we're going to hide the cover and the spine. And I'm going to go into this view here. And I'm going to tab into edit mode. And I want to delete one of these covers. But you got to go into X-ray. I always forget that. So go into X-ray. And that allows you to actually, here, I'll show you what happens if you don't. So if I select this, you can see I just selected what I could see, what the cursor could see. But if you're in X-ray mode, you in essence can see through the object, and you end up selecting it all. So X, delete vertices. Okay, so we're going to tab back into object mode and bring back our cover. And I also have an add-on called Quick Snap. I'll leave a link. I did a whole video on where to get Quick Snap, how to install it, but it is another magical add-on. And my shortcut for Quick Snap is Shift Q. And once you've installed your Quick Snap add-on, the shortcut that comes with it is like a gymnastic of keystrokes. I changed it to Shift Q. You obviously can pick anything you want. So I'm going to do my Quick Snap here. So as soon as you invoke Quick Snap, which is Shift Q, it wants to know what vertex do you want to snap with. And so I could click on any of these, but I've picked this one. And then you just drag it, and it is going to snap to the vertex you drag it toward. So that's kind of how it works. So now I'm going to go into edit mode, faces. I'm going to select this face, and then I'm going to use my Quick Snap again. So Shift Q, and I am going to just do that. So now I'm going to name this my pages. It's kind of the middle of the book. So tab back into object mode, and now I want to scale this down. So S to scale. So they are sort of, the cover kind of sits proud of that. So now I'm just going to grab this G and Y and move it back here a bit. I like that. Now it's not touching the cover, so I'm going to go back into faces. I'm just going to hide the cover so I can select this face. Oh, it's selected. Put the cover back. And then I'm going to do actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back into object mode. And I'm just going to grab this, Shift Q, and do that with it. Now I'm going to go back into edit mode, to faces. I'm going to do Shift Q and bring that up. So now my pages touch my face. So I like that. So now we're going to bring back the spine. And actually, we're going to hide the pages in the cover. And we're going to work on the spine. So I'm going to tab into edit mode, into edges. And we are going to, we're going to select, I got to go back into object mode. I got to select spine and then tab in. And I'm going to tab. So I've got spine selected. I think I'm going to apply the scale here. Maybe I got okay. So tab into edges. Now we're going to select any one of these edges on the spine here. And hold down the Option key. It'll select all the joining edges. And we're just put F to fill. And then we're going to do that on the other side. So we're just going to go select this edge and then Option. There we go. F to fill. And then I want to fill this too. So we're going to just select all these edges. And F to fill. Oh, didn't like that. Select the wrong edges. F to fill. There we go. So we'll bring back our pages and our spine. Okay, I'm liking this. Something happened here. Just going to hide that spine and see what's going on. Oh. So I am going to, okay. So my pages kind of moved around. So I'm going to just select my pages and I'm going to just grab it and move it along the x-axis till it looks. I seem to be locked. Oh, I'm in edit mode. See, I fall for that all the time. So now, okay, so we got pages. So we're going to grab X mode, X axis. We're going to move this till it looks centered. I like that. And then I'm just going to do a 3. And that actually looks pretty good there. Okay, so bring the spine back. Ah, spine's on the wrong side. That's why. So I'm just going to do a quick snap here. So Shift Q. Bring that right there. So now I'm going to go to 1. And I'm going to grab this and move it along the X axis right there. Okay, I like that. There we go. Looks good. So now we have to add some pages to this book. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to tap into edit mode faces. And I'm going to select these 3 faces that you can see. And I'm going to do a Command R to add some edge loops. So Command R. And I want to add a bunch. So scroll wheel to add more. Scroll wheel forward. I think that's good. So now the next thing I want to do is I want these to stick out and look like pages. So I'm going to do E to extrude, scale. Whoa, way too much. Okay, I like that. So you can kind of see the pages sticking out. You just want the illusion of those pages there. So that looks good. I like that. Okay. So now we kind of got a book. It's almost looking like a book, but I want to dress up this spine a bit. Give it some interest. It's kind of boring. So we'll just get a look at this here. So we're going to select the spine. We're going to go back into object mode. Do that again. So tab into edit mode. And we're going to do a Command R to add an edge loop here. And then we're going to do a Command B to bevel it. And then just move your mouse. And I like that. Then we're going to do a couple more. We're going to do a Command R here. And we're going to do a Command R here. Oh, yeah. And we're going to select this. So Option, and then now Shift Option here. And Command B. And we're going to bevel this again here like that. Okay, so now we are going to... Actually, I did something wrong. I'm going to undo some stuff here. So right here, I want to do a Shift D to duplicate this, Enter, and then P. So it's a separate piece over here, which is what I wanted. Now I'm going to do a Command R here, and a Command R here. And I want to select, so Shift Option, and I want to do a Command B to bevel this. Like that. I like that. And now we're going to do also a Shift D to duplicate, Enter, and then P to make it a separate piece. And by having a separate piece, we can now manipulate this. So we're going to tab back into object mode. And with this selected, we're going to add a modifier. We're going to add a solidifier. And I might make this like 1. Oh, we're in the wrong thing. I'm on the wrong one. I want to be on this. So we're going to add a modifier, a solidifier, and we'll make it a 1 and make this a positive 1 so it sticks out. And then I'm going to add another modifier, a bevel, and I'm going to add like 3 to that. Just see. I like that. That looks good. And then this one here, we are going to select this and then select this and go up to object, and we are going to copy modifier. So now these things have the same modifier. And we'll just go in and apply these because I know they're going to look good. And we'll apply these. And we'll shade this smooth. Actually, we'll shade... Oh, one more thing I just remembered. I want to put like a crease in here on this cover. So I'll tab into edit mode, edges. I'm going to select this edge and this edge. And I'm going to do a Command B to bevel this. Like that. I like that. Actually, I'm going to roll my mouse wheel to add another there. That looks good. I like that. So now we're going to tab back into object mode. We are going to shade smooth, shade smooth, shade smooth, and this cover will shade smooth. And wow, that looks great. So now I'm just going to add some color to this book. I like that. That looks really good. Okay, so we're going to just add some material to this. So the cover, I want it to look like an old leather book. So we'll click on, I'm going to pick a color, kind of like a dark green, like a hunter green. It's kind of like that. Maybe a little darker. I like that. So we're just going to go look at this here. So, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So we'll click on the spine, and we're going to add the same color to that. And then these things here, we're going to add a kind of a variation of that color. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that. So new color. I think I'm going to go with like a kind of like a brown. I want to go with a brown. I don't know why, but brown is speaking to me today for this. Oh, I like that. Remember, we're going for like an old-fashioned looking leather book. And then the last thing we're going to do is the pages. And these are going to be kind of like a beige color. Bring that down a bit. So there it is. There is the old leather book. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this book and how I made it, my strategy for making it. Anyway, thanks for watching.